Hi Virgo, and welcome to Many Moons Tarot. My name is Kayla, and today we will be doing a simple 4-card spread for your weekly reading. So it's going to be just quick little messages that Spirit might have for you. So I do have this new deck this week that we're going to pull messages, general messages for the overall energy. It is based off of social media, so there's just some cute little fun, plays on the traditional tarot deck. So we're also going to pull some oracle messages as well as self-care messages and a final card of, maybe something on your mind, something that stands out, something you need to focus on, anything that helps tie you to this reading, Virgo, will come out today. So we're going to take this one card that did come out here. So 9 of Swords. So we have just spent 60 minutes at the makeup store trying to pick a lipstick color. Help me. Hashtag nightmare. Hashtag makeup struggles. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about makeup. I did say it was kind of a fun play on the regular, traditional tarot deck. So, the 9 of Swords in general is a card of, anxiety, struggling, staying up late at night, thinking about different things, that at the end of the day, you can't put your mind to rest, maybe you're losing sleep over something here is kind of what we're getting here. So, this, it says you spent 60 minutes, maybe you've spent a lot of time. Doesn't necessarily have to be on your makeup. Just, you're spending a lot of time on something that might not be worth your energy. Nothing that gives you anxiety at the end of the day is worth your energy. So it's time to move on from something is what I'm getting here this week for you, Virgo. So let's see what we have for spirit messages regarding any angel numbers that you might be seeing every day, your day-to-day life for this week. We have 333, spiritual awakening. Your spiritual awakening is unfolding. Trust your inner wisdom and follow your path. So 3s are a number of cooperation, maybe teamwork. So maybe, maybe it's work related. Maybe it's friend, anything related, family, friends, work, whatever resonates here. So, maybe somebody's not supporting your journey. Maybe somebody is just giving you a really hard time and you're like, how do I get out of this situation that I'm in, right? So I do feel like this week, maybe you're, awakening to the thought that, hey, this isn't worth my time anymore. I need to move on. I need to get out of here. I need to trust myself is kind of what I'm picking up on here. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here in the message for this week for you, Virgo. So let's see what we have for self-care card. Anyone that's struggling that much, it's giving you a really hard time, I think deserves a good self-care card. I read that you only need 2 hours a day, I think is what I read in an article a few years ago. So just take 2 hours of your time to just kind of decompress from the outside world. But what do we got? Everyone's getting this card. Maybe it's just because I'm not shuffling good enough. I don't know. But we do have ground yourself. So number 12. 12. Wait, it's not 12. I don't know why I said 12. I don't know. It says 25. But maybe you're born on the 25th. Maybe you know somebody, related to that number. 5 plus 2 is 7. So maybe, the 7 has resonation for you. 7 is July, so we are currently in July, so you're seeing this, it might relate to you as well for this month. It is this week, but can carry on into the month, whatever makes sense to you towards this reading. But I kind of feel like it's given you too much, it's taken up too much of your time, and what Spirit is kind of telling you is relax. You have this rainbow over your head, like saying brighter days are coming. So take some time to rest. Take some time. Take those 2 hours. Take 2 minutes of your day just to, like, you know, ground yourself, meditate, you know, give yourself some pep talks, some talks of affirmations. There's some really good sources out there for, you know, just words of affirmations, quotes, if you like that sort of thing. Absolutely out there if you know, you need that in your, you know, day-to-day Virgo. But earth signs are very grounding, peaceful energy. So I do feel like this card, you know, does make sense for you, Virgo. But let's see, something in your feelings, something that you need to potentially take advantage of this week. We have forgive. So we did have this sign. This also popped out for one of the signs that we just did a reading on as well. So more so, I feel like you need to forgive yourself for something. You know, maybe you're just really, really hard on yourself. Virgos are known for, you know, being perfectionists. You know, if one thing goes wrong for a Virgo, like, it's over. So I do kind of, you know, see that here for you. But, you know, just relax, because this spiritual awakening card, you know, awakening, trust your wisdom, you know, trust and follow that path that's right in front of you. You know, you can't change everything overnight. And, you know, I just kind of see that in your week, you know, here for you, Virgo. So I hope something here resonates towards you. Just don't let it keep you up at night. You know, you are worthy. You're here for a reason. If you have people telling you certain things, you know, just try to block it out as best as you can. And I know it is hard. I get, like, anxious sometimes myself too. You know, definitely you just have to take that time, you know, forgive yourself, forgive others, you know. I hope this message finds you, Virgo, in this week. So I hope you find something here, and we will see you next week. Take care.